Good morning, loving greetings to all of my dearly beloved brothers and sisters everywhere, all around the world. God bless us all. Namaste and Lak'ech Jayom Guru. Thank you, God, for another wonderfully divine day. Another wonderful sunny day today as we are sharing together our Mayan Oracle reading that we share each day together in divine friendship. Today, as we are continuing our way through 10 galactic activation portal days, today is HUNLAHUN, Ish, HUNAB. And so today we're going to talk a little bit more about Ish. And Ish is known by many names. Ish is known as the Sunrunner, the torchbearer of the larger vision, the healer, the mystic builder. Ish is known as the initiator into the mysteries. Ish is also the magician, whose powers are activated by wisdom that emanates from the heart. Such wisdom is not the intellectual understanding known in modern day culture. It is the wisdom that comes from an alignment of the mind and the heart. As an open, trusting heart is a refined tool of perception. Allowing ourselves to not know opens the door opens that door of the mind to a deeper understanding of this universe, of our world, of everything around us. And Ish asks us to fully utilize this aligned mind to participate in magic. As Starhawk, author of the Spiral Dance, says, magic is the art of sensing the very subtle and unseen forces that flow through the world, awakening levels of consciousness beyond the rational. Magic's dimensional doorway opens through simply being. It can appear to be extraordinary, yet it is often found within the ordinary if our eyes are open to seeing it. When we realize that all possibilities exist, we understand what magic really is. When we see the world as thinly veiled to other realities, then magic is everywhere, all the time. Everything is magic. Today, with being a galactic activation portal day, these portals of the greater reality are very much open. This is the long-awaited time in which the magic of cosmic consciousness is descending into receptive hearts. The embodiment of integrity, Ish asks us that all tools, all powers, and all abilities be lovingly filtered through the intention of the divine. In that light, a statement of empowerment for magicians such as yourself is as follows. As a wise instrument for the divine, I set myself free of my past and walk into the future now. With integrity, I stand in the light, in alignment with divine will. I know that whatever serves the larger vision also serves me, and I act in alignment with that knowing. I understand that all things are possible, and from that knowledge springs my innate magicianship. In humility, my clear presence magnifies to include all abilities that appear magical to the limited consciousness. I am complete. All of myself dances around the center of my being in alignment with cosmic consciousness. I stand in unmarred correspondence with the original condition of the light. That's Ish. A universal tool associated with the magician is the wand, which represents wisdom in the beneficial use of willpower. Willpower that is out of alignment with the divine looks outside of itself for answers and empowerment. Looking inside for guidance returns us to natural attunement and sensitivity. We can learn to utilize the wand to align our will with the divine will in order to focus and channel healing, wisdom, and love to others. Ish is also known as the architect, the diviner, the mystic builder, the geomancer, astrologer, mathematician, shaman, and shapeshifter. Now, shape-shifting may be seen as doing what is required in the moment. It is the act of changing of, well, say, masks or appearances to serve the intentions of the divine. Ish has the ability to move with silent ease through the dimensions, slipping like a graceful jaguar, unnoticed through the holes between the worlds. In the external world, Ish is the shaman, the priestess, the healer. Ish can appear to be many different things to different people. Another powerful symbol associated with Ish is the all-seeing eye, the eye of Horus, the third eye. This is a symbol of entrance into other dimensions. You see, Ish is a keeper of the flame of initiation into sacred ceremonial magic. Simply stated, initiation is a rite of passage into a more expanded hologram of experience, bestowing gifts and spiritual abilities. Ish is the initiator into the mysteries of lineage, the use of symbols and metaphors, and the evocation of divine archetypical energies. If we are seeking understanding about initiations, rites, ordinances, or even installations into a new office, perhaps, or home, we can call on Ish to guide and teach us. The energy of Ish also asks us to hold the light high. As a magician, you act as a torchbearer, a sunrunner of the wisdom fire. You are able to move in the physical world on behalf of spirit and to travel into other worlds bearing the torch of the heart's wisdom. The energy of Ish asks us to be aware of the many realities in which we are already existing. We are much more than we may be consciously aware of. Being a cosmic magician means taking that evolutionary initiative to become all that you are. Right now, you are walking into the fullness of your true identity. And Ish offers us initiation in crafting our dimensional light body and refining our magician's cape, so to speak, so that it becomes the sail, that means of transport through the vast seas of consciousness. Ish also invites us to step into self-empowerment. Empowerment comes from self-acceptance, integrity, and commitment to your evolution. Self-empowerment is not to be found outside of oneself. Anything from the outside that brings us empowerment also has a divine foundation and connection within us. If we feel a need for the approval of others, we can look to self-empowerment. When we feel effectively engaged, doing what gives us joy, our energy naturally expands to include more of who we actually are. And magic then flows synchronistically into our lives. Claim your alignment with the highest wisdom. Call forth divine action in all of your actions, everything you do throughout the day. The magician is a tool of the light, a conduit for the work of spirit. A wise magician is spontaneous and transparent, allowing magic to come in rather than trying to control it or make it happen. A magician dances the dance of love through offering gifts of freedom to others. This is real magic. Freed from the need to use power to manipulate or control. A cosmic magician uses wisdom to manifest liberation and love. The number for Ish is 14, which represents the mystery of worlds and realities. The color for Ish is this translucent opalescence. We can close our eyes and see our dream coat. Don't be surprised if a certain color appears for your dream coat. This holds a great teaching for you, The multicolored iridescent dream coat represents the magician's multiplicity of specific energies and abilities. Opalescence symbolizes the magical interweaving of the higher resonances, as well as all the mysteries and multiplicities that are part of the grand illusion. In the larger pattern, all colors, all forms are part of the greater harmony. And if we wish to access the qualities of Ish, we can focus on translucent opalescence, or maybe our iridescent multicolored dream coat, and of course this solar glyph of Ish. Also, a special crystal associated with Ish is moldavite. It is an extraterrestrial material that fell to Earth in a meteorite. It has a very expansive vibration for accessing other realities. So now let's talk a little bit about the shadow wisdom of Ish. One shadow of Ish can be seen in issues regarding integrity. Integrity comes from an intention to be honest and true to ourselves and to others. Being in integrity means that we can be trusted to do what we say that we are going to do. It also means that our actions are congruent with our feelings. Integrity comes from a deep connection with ourself, our essence self. It is characterized by a willingness to speak our truth, to address our shadow issues honestly, and to complete issues with ourselves and others. Ish also reveals issues of control and personal power. We would be wise to look into our life to see how these issues might be manifesting. Do you sometimes feel a need to hold on to things? To control things, maybe? To have things your way? Is your personal willpower combined with a desire for recognition, approval, status, or maybe fame? This society may have rewarded us for functioning from a place of personal power. Many people in the shadows seem calculating and controlling, using their mind without alignment to their heart. The need for control arises when we feel insecure or no longer connected to that which creates meaning and satisfaction in our life. Similarly, people who view power as something outside themselves may see magic as the art of controlling people and nature. Oh, this perception creates its own lessons. In this shadow, one may unconsciously bend or distort the data that they're receiving in the world. Some magicians may even feel justified in using their personal power to bolster their self assurance or maybe manipulate others. Sadly, in the darkest part of this shadow, manipulation is enacted for the sheer pleasure of power. It's such sadness. Everyone may be willful from time to time while learning to align personal will with divine will. It is challenging, you know. You know, in this process, we can let our heart show us the way. Let's face our insecurities and step into who we truly are, which is a wise and powerful human being, a magician of living. That's a great magician. As you open to divine will, you will naturally divinely solve all those issues of personal power. Well, getting kind of lengthy. That's a little bit more about Ish today. And there's still lots more to share. So we'll share more next time around. And maybe now we can get to contemplating what Ish has to share with us today, because that's the important part. Ish, that wise fool, that divine wizard that knows how to let magic happen rather than clinging and grasping and struggling and trying to make magic happen. We can't make magic happen. So I pray that God guides us and helps us and shows us today how to do that. How to do that in our daily life, our everyday actions. How to make it part of our life. Thank you, God. God bless us all. Namaste. In Lak'ech Jayom Guru. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy the day. I always do. By the grace of God and Guru, I always have a fantastic day.